What's going on, guys? It's been a little while since I've done a video blog, and I figured I'd pick these back up again. It's been a little while, and you know, it was a combination of a few things why I stopped. Two things come to mind off the top of my head, and one of them being laziness. And here comes Louie. Louie with his pig. And the second thing about it was the fact that I just didn't feel good about myself, mainly physically. A little bit of mentally as well. You know, I felt a little mentally drained with a bunch of stuff going on. I wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't happy to be on camera, you know, and when you're not happy to be on camera and you don't feel good on camera, then it's really hard to focus up, you know, like it's hard to want to do it. I've since dropped a few pounds. I've dropped, you know, a little over, on average, 25 pounds or so, which is, you know, not to humble brag, but, you know, it makes me feel better. It makes me want to be on camera again, makes me want to do this stuff. I have more energy. I have more of a drive to do it. As you can see, I've redone my what was once my gaming room is now my office. This is my room here, and as you'll see in the video, some of the things that I've been working on, and I'll get into more detail about all that stuff too. I know that I'm going to be doing a game room tour this year, 2025. It needs to have one. It's been a while. I don't think I've done one since 2023, as well as a couple other things out in the gaming room, which I'll cut to here in just a second. But you know, I'm happy to be doing these vlogs again. I don't know how often I'll put them out, you know, honestly, because sometimes there's just not a lot of content. I might mix in a couple other things as well, like a couple reviews or my thoughts on certain games. I do want to get back into the blog format, so follow along. Let's take a look. All right, guys, let's dive into what I'm working on today, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so here I am in my, what is my gaming room. The last time you saw it, I had everything kind of over here. And this is a mess, so don't look at that, okay? Don't look at this part right now.
Messy, messy, messy.
That's still a work in progress, but since then I've moved everything over here. And as you can see, I have, oh, there's my dogs. They're deciding to wrestle because, they're deciding to wrestle because I'm filming. So that's all good. Don't worry about any of that. Still a little bit of a mess over here right now. This is my brand new TV, guys. Unfortunately, I didn't get myself unboxing it. Boys, what are you boys up to? Look at them, look at them. Look at Louie, youngest little guy, biggest shit disturber of them all. Look at him. Took the rings and everything. Just grabbed this TV today. I'll show you guys some of the what it's looking like and things like that. I am filming on my GoPro, so it might not look as crazy. This is the Samsung S90D OLED. Very excited to join the OLED family. This thing looks phenomenal. Shout out to my buddy Dave, came over today, helped me set it up. I was gonna wait until tonight to get Christy to help me out. He was like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood, you know, maybe I'll come by and help you set it up. And so we got this set up at lunch. My God, that thing is so thin. Look at this. Look how thin that thing is. My God. Over here. Oh, shit. Now it fell off there, but when I was moving it. But, no, I'll worry about it later. I can't one-hand this. But I got the Assassin's Creed Shadows Collector's Edition over here. And the reason why I set this up this way, you know, with the two couches like this, is so somebody over here could play from this TV while people are playing from this one. One of the things that would often happen when I'd have friends over is we would be all lined up on the couches. Like, you remember the last time I was doing this, and I'll show it in this video here. What's up today, guys? Back at you again, sitting in my gaming room. All right, guys, so here's the gaming room these days. You can see that my wife's been down here. She got her big snuggie thing. And yeah, this is where I've been hanging out right now. Is that I would have everybody lined up, and it just felt a little far away. This gives us the option that if we want to play on one TV, boom, easy peasy, can play on this TV. If we want to play some sort of couch co-op, but over local multiplayer, bam, right here. I've since upgraded this TV as well, and by upgrade I mean just moved around some TVs that I have. This is my Vizio. It's an M60D1. It is 4K, does 1080p 120, HDR, Dolby Vision. It's actually a solid TV. This is one that I did fix at one point. This one broke, and then I ended up fixing it by replacing the power board on it, which was honestly really easy. If you ever have an issue with a TV or anything like that, and it's not the screen, they're pretty easy to fix. Pretty easy to fix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the Samsung soundbar. So that's another thing that I picked up recently, is a Samsung soundbar to go with the Samsung S90D. And the soundbar is Q Symphony. So that means that it can play from the speakers as well as the soundbar. So I'm hoping it's gonna sound pretty damn good. Gonna tidy up some of this as well. This is where my Xbox Series X normally is. Right now it's in the other room because I was doing a little bit of streaming of Tony Hawk. And right here is my PS5 Pro, which I absolutely love this system. The problem is that I got all the HDMIs coming up this way, right into here. And that's where all of them were on my Sony X90J, which is now upstairs. And the problem is that the HDMIs are over here. Whoa, don't look at that mess either. But cable management isn't always my favorite thing to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up the soundbar. I'm gonna play around with this TV a little bit and we'll see how it goes. So feel free to follow along. So the soundbar that I picked up is a Q600C. So if you're running the Q series of soundbars, I think that pretty much tells it that it's Q Symphony enabled. I think the S ones do as well. Don't quote me on that. But I know this one does. So picked it up at Best Buy. I'm really excited to set it up. One of the things I'm not really sure about here with the soundbar is how can I line it up with this guy, you know? Because the way that the S90D is set up is it has that, it doesn't have legs on the outside. So maybe I gotta push it back a little bit. Maybe I got to, maybe it just hangs out on top. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm just gonna unbox this bad boy. Let's see how it looks. And then I'll clean up everything as I'm kind of going along, right? There. Boom. All right, let's take a look here. Picked this up at Best Buy. Selling for a decent deal, I guess. Nothing too wild. My other soundbar that I have, that I got last year, which I think was actually on one of the vlogs. I need to set up, oh, just hit my toe. I need to set up my new soundbar. Was a Sony soundbar that I picked up for my Sony X90J. And that TV's been fantastic. No issues with it at all. Just felt like it was a good time to upgrade. And that's pretty much it. Subwoofer, of course. I like soundbars because soundbars are kind of discreet. They don't take up a lot of space. I don't have to worry about putting speakers behind my couch. Like if my couch was against a wall, I probably would do something like that. All right, big power brick, big HDMI for eARC. That's the other thing I like about this TV. If you can remember last year, probably one of my biggest complaints during one of my vlogs was the fact that my X90J only has two HDMI 2.1 ports. And one of them is eARC. So because it's eARC, I had to use up one of my 2.1s, which meant I always had to flip back and forth between my PS5 Pro and my Xbox Series X if I wanted 4K, 120, VRR, all that fun stuff. So this one does 4 ports, HDMI 2.1, up to 144 hertz, I believe. Even the Sony OLEDs up until maybe even this year were still only 2 ports for HDMI 2.1. I don't know what was going on. I probably would have just jumped right on a Sony OLED if they had 4 HDMI ports. Ultimately though, I went with the S90D over the LG C4, which were the 2 big competitors, you know, the 2 big ones that you could pick from that were last year's models that are now on sale, pretty good price. The reason why I picked the Sony is, or sorry, the reason why I picked the Samsung is because of the QD OLED. It's a QD OLED versus a WOLED, so that means it's quantum dot. It's going to get brighter. It's going to be able to do a little bit more, and that was a big factor for me, was the brightness, especially in gaming. The C4, from what I researched, is still a great TV. No issues with it, but it doesn't get as bright. So it doesn't get as bright during gaming, which is primarily what I want to use this for. Here's the soundbar. That's a little hefty beast right there. Doesn't get as bright during gaming, and was the WOLED. And there was a couple other factors I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but the S90D was top in class. So here's the soundbar. Metal, which is very cool. That's all metal on the outside. Nice buttons there. It looks very crisp, very clean. I like it. I like it a lot. But how's this gonna work with the TV, you know? Is it gonna maybe just sit on there like that? That doesn't look too bad. All right, so I got it all plugged in, pretty much. I haven't taken the protective film off of the stand yet. Still in the honeymoon phase. Okay, let's boot her up and let's see how it goes. One thing that's pretty neat is the remote for the TV has like a solar panel on it. So it'll actually recharge from the fucking sun. That's crazy. Here's the remote for the soundbar. And does the soundbar look good right there? Hope so, hopefully. All right, let's boot up this TV here. All right, and I see the soundbar's on now, which is great. Let's see, Q Symphony setup. And what I like about the Q Symphony is that, yeah, like I said, there's currently no speaker available. Okay, let's try this out. Just make sure. I had the wrong HDMI port plug put in. Alright, a dummy. No wonder it wasn't reading it.
Oh, idiot.
But look at that. Q Symphony has been set.
If it isn't Brooklyn's favorite failures, the stupid Mario Brothers.
Oh, great. Spike's here. Hey, Spike.
Yeah.
It's a me!
Ooh, yeah.
Tell me.
So Q Symphony allows you to use the speakers in the TV and through the soundbar as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's boot up the old PS5 and see how that goes as well. So let's give Shadows a try. Which, by the way, I've been loving Assassin's Creed Shadows. This game has been a lot of fun. And I'm holding off for a little bit to play some more of it because I knew I was getting this S90D and I wanted that perfect blacks and the OLED life, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's see how this one looks and sounds. Even through the video, it doesn't do it justice. Like, this isn't gonna look that great. I know it's not gonna look that great. Oh yeah, that looks insane. It's sounding awesome. The soundbar sounding great. I feel like I can hear like definitely a little bit more.
I have to stay low.
Without the with the Q Symphony going. All right, guys. As usual, I'm going to show you some of my pickups. Then I'm going to round out the vlog with some Montreal footage of one of our most recent trips. A couple things that I picked up, and I don't know why I like to collect these ones, but I like to collect the Now CDs. This is Now 9. Picked it up at the SPCA thrift store. I think they only charge like $1.
Also picked up a copy of Now 5. I think I already have this, but it's just to make sure that I have like the best copy that I could get. As always, and you've heard me say it a bunch of times, it's good to support a good cause. So if I see something at SPCA Thrift Store that I can pick up, I'm gonna do that. And all these games I picked up at the SPCA Thrift Store, anytime I'm there, if there's some games, I'm generally gonna pick them up. There's a couple reasons I justify it. I like to grow my collection, as you know. I as well like to support the SPCA. So they're only $3 a piece generally over there, sometimes even cheaper. Let's take a look at a couple of these games. The first one that I grabbed is Sports Champions. I already have it in my collection, loose, $5, complete in box. It's worth about $6. Second one is Shaun White Skateboarding. And that's on the Wii. A lot of Wii titles you'll see in here. Complete in box, this one's worth almost $7. Next one up is Madden 2009 on the PS2. I just thought it was pretty cool because it's just surprising to see sports titles still coming to the PS2 even in 2009. I think they actually went quite far on the PS2. The legs that system had is unbelievable. Next one up, NBA Live 2004. Complete in box at $9. Not too bad, not too bad. The next one up is Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, Greatest Hits Edition. Box is a little beat up. Oh, inside of here, an old EB Games 10 downloads music card. What the hell is that? Choose your own songs. How to use the ebgames.chooseyoursongs.com download card. Go to the website, select music tracks, enter the PIN number at checkout. Wow, that's actually pretty wild to see that in there. I didn't even know these things existed. Next one up, NHL 08. That one's valued at $9, guys. Next one up, I think this one's called like Off-Road ATV 2, the not for resale edition. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. $8, guys, $8, nothing crazy. Plankton's Robotic Plankton's Robotic Revenge. SpongeBob SquarePants. Not complete in box. Case is a little beat up as well. I'm not expecting a lot. Not bad, actually. $12 complete in box. And the next one up, NBA Street Home Court. And NBA Street Volume 2 was one of my favorite games. This one's actually valued pretty decently, guys. Price charting has it at $23 right now, complete in box. Not sure why. Paid $3 for it though, so happy with that. Next one up is a Call of Duty title. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the PS3. This one's valued decently right now as well. Not insane, $17 right now, complete in box. Next one up, guys, My Word Coach. Some of these Wii titles are pretty interesting, and actually good to play. Game is valued at $6.40. I get some embarrassing titles sometimes too, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I just will grab all the games I can. I like bloat. I don't care. I like the bloatware that I collect. To me, it's not only just about the one game type thing. I know that's how some collectors are. That's perfectly fine. Respectable. No problem. I like to see a big shelf full of games, like a big collection, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games. And if that means I got to pick up Boogie Superstar, then that's what I'm going to do. This one has a map in there, apparently. Oh no, these are instructions on how to play it. Your favorite songs made popular by top artists. It's probably a dance game. Sing and dance to become a superstar. Boogie Superstar. Let's see. The Wii had some crazy titles on it. Not worth a lot. Not gonna lie. Not worth a lot. We're looking at $8.34. Next one up. Tiger Woods 08 on the Wii. I might already have this one on the Wii. The Wii titles are actually a lot of fun. Actually, I don't have this one. Okay, according to price charting anyways. Every now and then I gotta go back and gotta go through all my games and just double check to make sure they're in price charting. I should always put I hate to put a sticker on them because I hate the stickers, but I hate to put something on the case that says, hey, yeah, you put this in price charting already. That one is worth $8. Next one up, Need for Speed Carbon on the PS3, the Greatest Hits Edition. This one's actually priced pretty decently as well. I think $23. Let's double check. Yeah, $23.63 according to price charting today. So if you've seen Need for Speed Carbon Greatest Hits Edition, the Greatest Hits ones are kind of a hidden gem sometimes in the collecting world. I don't know if it's because they didn't make as many or what, but sometimes the Greatest Hits titles are actually worth a little bit more than the regular version. Next one up, Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition and the Greatest Hits Edition. Not worth as much, $16.43 for this one. Madagascar on the PS2. The second Madagascar movie was an absolute gem. $13.87. Next one up, EA Sports Active 2 on the Xbox 360. This is one of those Kinect games. They're just kind of cool to collect. Not worth a lot, $6.88. Next one up, and this one's somewhat sealed. It's beat up though. Disc, I think, is moving around. I'm probably just gonna have to open it because it's broken on the bottom. Pictionary, the UDraw edition. Too bad it's not on the Xbox 360 because I have a UDraw on the Xbox 360. I'm just gonna say this one is complete in box, but it's beat up. $9, guys, nothing wild. Next one up, Iron Chef America, Supreme Cuisine. Let me tell you guys, I love Master Chef. I know it's not the same thing at all, but Iron Chef, it's almost like Master Chef. But I like Master Chef Canada the most. Supreme Cuisine, look at those guys. Look at them up there. $10.82, not bad. All right guys, another embarrassing game that I'm adding to my collection. Dora's Big Birthday Adventure. I told you guys, I pick up embarrassing games sometimes. I have no shame. Usually when I'm at the SPCA thrift store, if they have a bundle of games, I'll just grab them all. I don't even care. Like, you know, I'll look at them real quick and I'll know mentally usually if I have them already, if I gotta bust out the price starting out. Dora's Big Birthday Adventure is worth $8. Oh, I know I have this one already, so I probably will re-gift this one, The Amazing Race. I tried to play this one time, and I couldn't play it. Complete in box, $8.47. It's not, this one's not complete in box. I'm not even gonna enter it in. I'm probably not gonna keep this one. I think you need at least 2 players to play it, which was annoying. The next one up is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10. I don't know who turned these games into the SPCA, but they beat the hell out of them. $9.05. Next one up, this is a must-have for any Wii owner, and that's Wii Play. The bundle obviously is great to have, but if you want to just get the game, that's fine too. Wii Play is gone down in price. I was about to say I think it sells pretty good, but it looks like it went down in price a little bit. Actually, I don't think it ever was that high of a price. Maybe I was mistaken. Graded, it's worth $86. Brand new, worth $19. Complete in box, like this one, without a broken case at least, $11.35. All right guys, rounding out the last few that I picked up. First one is Crayola Colorful Journey on the Wii. A lot of Wii titles today. Complete in box, $6.25. All right guys, and the final game, Rock Band 2 on the Wii. I don't even have a guitar on the Wii. I think it was valued pretty decently too. The Guitar Hero and the Rock Band games seem to be just going up in price. I mean, not valued crazy, but valued at $13 right now, complete in box. Not the worst, not the best. So there you have it guys. That's my pickups for this vlog. I will continue these as I get more footage and stuff like that. Won't always be thrifting related or anything like that. I think it's just gonna be random. Might even be just life related, game related, whatever I'm feeling. That's pretty much what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna round out this video with some footage of our Montreal trip, and I'll see you guys next time.
Like right here, but Montreal. Sunday, Tuesday or something. What do you do? Saturday.
It's your birthday, spend some money. But yeah, we can certainly do that. Get an Uber back. Oh, we want Under Armour. Where are you gonna go? Just love ribbons, They look so different than today, though. Through the airport and walking through different areas. Yeah, we're just gonna walk straight for a little while.